Hello everybody, welcome to the 1974 Foreign World Cup. So last season, France, for the first time since the 1951 Foreign World Cup, has taken home the nation's championship title. In the Drivers' Championship, France took home the Drivers' title thanks to Francois Cevert for the first time since the 1958 season. With this season coming up in 1974, can France do it again, or will the United Kingdom bounce back and take home a 14th Nations Championship title? Without further ado, let's meet this season's lineup. And here is the lineup for the 1974 World Cup, starting with the defending champions of France with Patrick Depailler, Jean-Pierre Beltois, Jean-Pierre Jarry and Harry Pascal to rest in the team, as Francois Cevert, who won the Drivers' Championship last season, isn't returning to defend his title. Team number 2 is the United Kingdom, bringing in James Hunt, Mike Hailwood, John Watson and Graham Hill. Team number 3 is the United States, bringing in a very strong lineup with Bobby Unser, Joy Rusford, Gordon Johncock and Al Unser. And Brazil completes the first 4 teams with Erson Fittipaldi, Carlos Pace, Alex Diaz-Ribeiro and Jose Chaturand. And moving on down, we've got Sweden as team number 5, with Italy team number 6, team number 7 is New Zealand and team number 8 is Switzerland. And dropping down to the top 12 teams, we've got team number 9 is West Germany, team number 10 is Austria, team number 11 is South Africa, and team number 12 is Spain. And we wrap up the drivers lineup with Belgium is team number 13, and the 14th and final team is Japan. So that is our 14 teams this season. Let's take a look at the group lineup. So here is the group lineup, and looking at Group A, the ones to watch out for would definitely be Patrick Depailler, James Hunt, Al Unser, Denny Hulme for sure, Clay Regazzoni, Jurgen Barth, I would say the ones to look out for. In Group B, the ones to watch out for would definitely be Jean-Pierre Jarry, Graham Hill, Bobby Unser, Erson Fittipaldi, Torsten Palm, Chris Amon and Harold Ertel. In Group C, the ones to definitely watch out for would be Henry Pascalo, Joy Rufford, Carlos Pace, Ronnie Pearson for sure, and Joaquin Mass, and Jackie X as well. In Group D, the ones to watch out for would be Jean-Pierre Beltois, Mike Hailwood, Gordon Johncock, René Weissel, and Niki Lauda and Joey Scheckter. So that is the groups, and without further ado, let's move over to Group A. And here we go, we begin with Group A of the 1934 World Cup, and without further ado, let's get into the first race. So round 1 in Argentina, Bertil Roos takes the win for Sweden, Christine Beckers is second for Belgium, Claire Regazzoni is third for Switzerland, Denny Hulme takes 4th, and Dave Charlton rounding off the top 5 for South Africa. Race number 2, we head to Brazil. Clay Regazzoni takes the win for Switzerland. Alex Diaz-Ribeiro is second for Brazil. Juan Fernandez takes third for Spain. Bertil Roos is 4th. And Dieter Kester rounding off the top 5 for Austria. Race number 3, we go to South Africa. Clay Regazzoni takes another win for Switzerland, with Christine Beckers taking 2nd. Patrick Depailler is 3rd for France. 4th is Dieter Kester. And Al Unser rounding off the top 5 for the United States. As we play the first quarter of Group A, we head to the one-sided clause of Monza. Patrick Depailler wins for France, with James Hunt in 2nd for the United Kingdom. Yasuhiro Okamoto is 3rd for Japan. Gabriel Serbin is 4th for Italy. And Dieter Kester rounding off your top 5. So after 4 races leading the way, it is Clay Regazzoni with 72 points, with Bertil Roos in 2nd with 50 points. We have a tie for 3rd with Patrick Depailler and Christine Beckers with 49 points apiece. Around the top 5 is Alex Diaz-Ribeiro with 46 points. At the bottom of the board, we got Jurgen Barth and Dave Charlton of South Africa and West Germany with 25 points apiece. Going to race number 5, we head to Spain. Clay Regazzoni takes the win for Switzerland. Jurgen Barth second for West Germany. Dave Charlton takes 3rd for South Africa. Alex Diaz-Ribeiro is 4th, and Juan Fernandez rounding off your top 5. Going to race number 6, we head to the one-sided clause of Spa. Dieter Kester wins for Austria with Al Unser in 2nd. Denny Hulme is 3rd for New Zealand. Alex Diaz-Ribeiro is 4th. Patrick Depailler rounding off your top 5 as Clay Regazzoni finishes the race in 14th. Going to race number 7, we go to Belgium. Al Unser wins the United States with Clay Regazzoni in 2nd. Yasuhiro Okamoto is 3rd. Bertil Roos is 4th. And Alex Diaz-Ribeiro rounding off your top 5. And complete the first half of Group A. We go to the 1,000 claws of the Nürburgring. It's another victory for Claire Gazzoni with Yasuhiro Okamoto is second for Japan, Christine Beckers is third, Juan Fernandez is fourth, and Berto Russo Sweden rounding up your top 5. So halfway to Group A, leading the way is Claire Gazzoni with 144 points. In second is Dieta Kessler with 95 points, Alex Diaz-Ribeiro is third with 91 points, fourth is Berto Russo Sweden with 90 points, Al Unser rounds off the top 5 with 85 points. At the bottom of the board is James Hunt of the United Kingdom with 49 points. Going to race number 9, we head to Monaco. Patrick Depailler wins for France with Claire Gazzoni in second. Al Unser takes third, Yasuhiro Okamoto is fourth, and Denny Hulme rounding up your top 5. Race number 10, we go to the Indy 500. It's yet another win for Claire Gazzoni with Dieter Kester for Austria. Berto Russo takes third with Denny Hulme fourth, and Patrick Depailler rounding up your top 5. Race number 11, we go to the 1,000 claws of Imola. Christine Beckers wins for Belgium with Dieter Kester in second. Al Unser is third for the United States with Yasuhiro Okamoto fourth, and James Hunt rounding off your top 5 as Claire Gazzoni finishes the race in 11th. As complete the third quarter of Group A, we go to Sweden, the Scandinavian Raceway. Is Claire Gazzoni winning yet again for Switzerland? Christine Beckers takes second, Patrick Depailler is third, fourth is Al Unser, and Berto Russo rounding off your top 5. 4 races left to go. Leading the way is Claire Gazzoni with 219 points. Dieter Kester is second with 151 points. A 3-way tie for third with Al Unser, Patrick Depailler, and Christine Beckers of the United States, France, and Belgium respectively with 137 points each. At the bottom of the board is Dave Charlton of South Africa with 73 points. Going to race number 13, we go to the 24 Hours of Le Mans. It's Al Unser takes the win for the United States. Berto Russo is second, Alex Diaz-Ribeiro is third, Christine Beckers is fourth, and Dieter Kester rounding off your top 5 as Claire Gazzoni finishes the race in 11th. Race number 14, we go to the Netherlands. Claire Gazzoni takes yet another victory for Switzerland. James Hunt is second for the United Kingdom, Al Unser is third, Christine Beckers is fourth, and Juan Fernandez rounding off your top 5. Head to the penultimate race. We go to the 1,000 claws of Zeltweg. Claire Gazzoni takes yet again another victory. Alex Diaz-Ribeiro is second, Dave Charlton is third, fourth is James Hunt, and Denny Hulme rounding off your top 5. And for the 16th and final race, we head to France. Claire Gazzoni takes yet again another victory. Yasuhiro Okamoto is second for Japan, Christine Beckers is third, Denny Hulme is fourth, and Dave Charlton rounding off your top 5. And the winner of Group A, it is Claire Gazzoni with 299 points. Dieter Kester is second with 189 points for Austria. Third is Al Unser of the United States with 184 points, along with Christine Beckers for Belgium, who also scored 184 points. Round the top 5 is Berto Russo of Sweden with 170 points. 6th is Patrick Depailler of France with 167 points. 7th is Alex Diaz-Ribeiro for Brazil with 160 points. 8th is Yasuhiro Okamoto of Japan with 156 points. 9th, Denny Hulme of New Zealand with 139 points. Round for top 10 is James Hunt with 120 points for the United Kingdom. 11th is Juan Fernandez of Spain with 118 points. Jurgen Barth is 12th for West Germany with 117 points. 13th is Dave Charlton of South Africa with 111 points. Gabriel Serblin rounding off the boards in 14th for Italy with 110 points. So with the first group out of the way, let's take a look at the stats before we head over to Group B. So after Group A and looking at a direct reflection of the result, Claire Gazzoni off to an amazing start for Switzerland with 299 points, more than 100 ahead of second place, which is Dieter Kester of Austria in second place. Then a tie for third, only 5 points further back, is the United States and Belgium with Al Unser and Christine Beckers, with the defending champions off to a rocky start, down in 6th position with 167 points. Let's move over to Group B, see if France can bounce back over the rough start, or can Switzerland maintain this amazing start to this World Cup. And here we go, let's kick off Group B of the 1974 competition, and without further ado, let's get to the first race. Heading over to Argentina, the win going to Chris Amon of New Zealand, with Harold Ertel second for Austria, Emerson Fittipaldi third for Brazil, Jean-Pierre Jarier fourth for France, and Ian Scheckter rounds off your top 5. Race number 2, we head to Brazil. It's Ian Scheckter that takes the win for South Africa, with Chris Amon second, Pierre Binden is third for Switzerland, Bobby Unser is fourth for the United States, and Hans Jochen-Stuck rounding off your top 5 for West Germany. Race number 3, we head over to South Africa. Chris Amon takes another win for New Zealand with Ian Scheckter in second for South Africa. Jean-Pierre Jarier takes third with Hans Jochen-Stuck fourth, and Harold Artel rounding off your top 5. As we have the first quarter of Group B, we go to 1,000 kilometers of Monza. Francesco Tormer wins for Spain with Bobby Unser team second. Eugene Tereda is third for Japan. Ian Scheckter is fourth, and Graham Hill rounding off your top 5 for the United Kingdom. So after 4 races leading the way, it is Chris Amon with 75 points, with Ian Scheckter in second with 69 points. Then we got a tie for third with Francesco Tormer and Bobby Unser of Spain and the United States with 47 points apiece. And round the top 5 is Harold Artel of Austria and Jean-Pierre Jarier of France with 41 points apiece. At the bottom of the board is Arturo Mazzario of Italy with 14 points. And now going to race number 5. We head to Spain. Hans Jochen-Stuck takes the win for West Germany with Erison Filippelli second for Brazil. Eugene Tereda is third for Japan. Bobby Unser takes fourth, and Ian Scheckter rounds up the top 5 for South Africa as Chris Amon finishes the race in 9th place. Race number 6. We go to the 1,000 kilometers of Spa. Francesco Tormer wins for Spain with Peter Binden second for Switzerland. Third is Graham Hill with Teddy Pillay in fourth, and Ian Scheckter rounding off your top 5 for South Africa as Chris Amon finishes the race in 7th. Race number 7, we go to Belgium. Torsten Palm wins for Sweden with Erison Filippelli taking second. Arturo Mazzario is third for Italy. Hans Jochen-Stuck is fourth for West Germany, and Ian Scheckter rounding off the top 5 for South Africa as Chris Amon finishes the race in 7th. That's going to be the first half of Group B. We go to the 1,000 kilometers of the Nürburgring. Francesco Tormer wins for Spain. Graham Hill is second for the United Kingdom. Erison Filippelli is third for Brazil. Arturo Mazzario is fourth, and Torsten Palm rounds off your top 5 as Chris Amon finishes the race in 11th. 8 races down, 8 to go. Leading the way now is Ian Scheckter of South Africa with 112 points. Francesco Tormer is second with 107 points. Third is Chris Amon with 105 points. Erison Filippelli is fourth with 104 points. Round the top 5 is Hans Jochen-Stuck with 87 points. At the bottom of the board is Arturo Mazzario with 53 points. Now, going to race number 9, we head to Monaco. Erison Filippelli wins for Brazil. Jean-Pierre Jarier is second for France. Torsten Palm third for Sweden. Hans Jochen-Stuck is fourth, and Pierre Binden rounds off your top 5 as Ian Scheckter finishes the race in 10th. Race number 10. We go to the Indy 500. It's a win for Jean-Pierre Jarier of France with Pierre Binden second for Switzerland. Torsten Palm is third. Eugene Tereda is fourth, and Bobby Unser rounds off your top 5 as Ian Scheckter finishes the race in 7th. Race number 11. We go to the 1,000 kilometers of Imola. Harold Artel wins for Austria with Teddy Pillay second for Belgium. Arturo Mazzario third for Italy. Hans Jochen-Stuck is fourth. Francesco Tormer rounds off your top 5 as Ian Scheckter finishes the race in 7th. And to complete the third quarter of Group B, we go to Sweden, the Scandinavian Raceway. Arturo Mazzario wins for Italy. Hans Jochen-Stuck is second for West Germany. Eugene Tereda is third. Francesco Tormer is fourth, and Torsten Palm rounds off your top 5 as Ian Scheckter finishes the race in 12th. With 4 races left to go, leading the way is Erison Filippelli now with 146 points. Hans Jochen-Stuck is second with 141 points. Ian Scheckter is third with 140 points. Fourth is Francesco Tormer with 138 points. Round the top 5 is Chris Amon with 134 points. At the bottom of the board is Teddy Pillay of Belgium with 84 points. Going to race number 13. We go to the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Hans Jochen-Stuck takes the win for West Germany. Harold Artel second for Austria. Teddy Pillay is third. Torsten Palm is fourth. And Bobby Unser rounds off the top 5 as Erison Filippelli finishes the race in 11th. Race number 14. We go to the Netherlands. Pierre Binden wins for Switzerland with Teddy Pillay in second. Eugene Tereda takes third. Graham Hill is fourth. And Harold Artel rounds off your top 5 as Erison Filippelli finishes the race in 12th. Heading to the penultimate race. We go to the 1,000 kilometers of Zeltweg at the Osterring. Bobby Unser wins for the United States with Eugene Tereda in second. Hans Jochen-Stuck takes third. Harold Artel is fourth. Francesco Tormer rounds off your top 5 as we have got Erison Filippelli finishing in 14th. Now, on to the final race of Group B. We go to France at Dijon. Chris Amon wins for New Zealand. Artur Masario is second. Pierre Binden is third. Ian Scheckter is fourth. Francesco Tolama rounds off your top 5 as Eston Fittipaldi finishes the race in 10th. And the winner of Group B, it is Hans Jokenstuck of West Germany with 189 points. Chris Amon is second with 135 points. Francesco Tolama takes third with 134 points. Fourth is Ian Scheckter of South Africa with 173 points. Fifth is your Juto of Japan with 167 points. Sixth is Eston Fittipaldi with 163 points. Bobby Unser is seventh with 157 points. Two more Torsten Palmen, who's eighth for Sweden with 155. Ninth is Harald Arto with 153 points. Round the top 10 is Pierre Binden with 152 points. 11th is Artur Masario with 151. 12th is Jean-Pierre Jarier with 150. 10th place is 13th with 138 points. At the bottom of the board is Graham Hill of the United Kingdom with 127 points. So with the second group out of the way and two more left to go, let's take a look at the standings, see where everything stacks up. And after Group B, it's still Claire Gazzoni leading the way with 299 points, with Dieter Kersten now tying in second place with Hans Jokenstuck of West Germany, who has 189 points, with Al Unser and Christine Beckers tying for fourth with 184 points each for the United States and Belgium. In the nations competition, Switzerland are 109 points ahead of Austria, who's only one further point ahead of the United States sitting in third, with Sweden close behind in fourth and a tie for fifth with Brazil and Japan. France still struggling in their tower defense, down in 8th position with 317 points. Will Group C and Group D change their fortunes? Without further ado, let's move over to Group C. And here we go, we're on to Group C for the 1974 Formula World Cup, and without further ado, let's get to the first race in Argentina. The win going to Jose Maria Fernandez of Spain, with Joachim Mass taking third for West Germany, Ronnie Pearson third for Sweden, Helmut Koenig is fourth for Austria, and Johnny Rutherford running up the top 5 for the United States. Going to race number 2, we head to Brazil. Ronnie Pearson wins for Sweden, with Joachim Mass in second, John Nicholson third for New Zealand, fourth is Helmut Koenig, and Masami Kawashima rounding up the top 5 for Japan. Race number 3. We head to South Africa. Another victory going to Roy Pearson of Sweden, with John Watson third for the United Kingdom. Jackie X takes third for Belgium. Masami Kawashima is fourth for Japan. And Eddie Kaizen rounds the top 5 for South Africa. Rounding off the first quarter of Group C, we go to the 1,000 kilometers of Monza, and once again, Roy Pearson takes the win, with Bernard Schiver second for Switzerland, Helmut Koenig is third for Austria, Carlos Pace is fourth for Brazil, and Emery Pascala round off the top 5 for France. After 4 races leading the way, it is Roy Pearson with 91 points, John Watson is second with 49 points, tying for third is Helmut Koenig and Joachim Mass with 48 points apiece, and round the top 5 is Jose Maria Fernandez of Spain with 47 points. At the bottom of the board currently is Vittorio Barbella of Italy with 21 points. Going to race number 5, we go to Spain at Jarama. It's Joy Rutherford that takes the win for the United States, with Carlos Pace is second for Brazil, Vittorio Barbella is third, Bernard Schiver is fourth for Switzerland, and Helmut Koenig rounds up the top 5 for Austria, as Roy Pearson finishes the race in 7th. Race number 6. We go to the 1,000 kilometers of Spa. Roy Pearson wins yet again for Sweden, with John Nicholson third for New Zealand. John Watson is third, Carlos Pace is fourth, and Jose Maria Fernandez rounding off your top 5. Race number 7. We go to Belgium. Carlos Pace wins for Brazil, with Eddie Kaizen second for South Africa. Bernard Schiver is third, fourth is Roy Pearson, and John Nicholson rounding off your top 5. And to play the first half of Group C, we go to the 1,000 kilometers of the Nürburgring. It's a win for Joachim Mass of West Germany, with Roy Pearson in second, Masami Kawashima is third for Japan, Vittorio Barbella is fourth, and Eddie Kaizen rounding off your top 5. So 8 races down, 8 to go. Leading the way, it is Ronnie Pearson with 158 points. Carlos Pace is second with 91 points. Bernard Schiver is third with 84 points. Fourth is Joachim Mass with 83 points. Round the top 5 is Jose Maria Fernandez with 81 points. At the bottom of the board currently is Jackie X of Belgium with 47 points. Going to race number 9. we head to Monaco. Once again, Roy Pearson gained the win with Joe Mass in second, Harry Pascal is third, Helmut Koenig is fourth, and Joey Rufford running off the top 5 for the United States. Right, race number 10. We go to the Indy 500. Ari Pescara wins for France. Masami Kuwashima is second for Japan. Carlos Pace is third. Joe Kimas is fourth. And John Watson running for the top 5 as Roy Pearson finishes the race in 14th. Race number 11. We go to the 1,000 kilometers of Imola. Bernard Genevieve wins for Switzerland. John Nicholson is second. Joey Rufford is third. Vittorio Barbella is fourth. And Carlos Pace runs the top 5 for Brazil as Roy Pearson finishes the race in 10th. And to play the third quarter of Group C, we go to Sweden. John Nicholson wins for New Zealand. Harry Pascal is for France. John Watson third for the United Kingdom. Jose Marie Fernandez is fourth. And Joey Rufford running off the top 5 for the United States as Roy Pearson finishes the race in 6th. With 4 races left to go, leading the way is Roy Pearson with 201 points. John Nicholson is second with 144 points. Carlos Pace is third with 130 points. Fourth is Bernard Genevieve with 127 points. Round the top 5 is Joe Kimas with 126 points. At the bottom of the board currently is Jackie X of Belgium with 70 points. Going to race number 13, we go to the 12th Rise of Le Mans. It's Vittorio Barbella takes the win for Italy, Eddie Kaizen is second, John Nicholson is third, Jackie X is fourth, and Helmut Koenig running off your top 5 as Roy Pearson finishes the race in 14th. Race number 14, we go to the Netherlands. Eddie Kaizen wins for South Africa with Roy Pearson is second, Harry Pascal is third, Carlos Pace is fourth, and Joe Kimas running off your top 5. Race number 15. We go to the 1,000 kilometers of Zeltweg. John Nicholson wins for New Zealand with Bernard Genevieve is second, Jose Marie Fernandez Spain is third, Masami Kuwashima is fourth, and Joey Rufford running off your top 5 as Roy Pearson finishes the race in 13th. We go to the final race of Group C. We head to France. Bernard Genevieve wins for Switzerland. Jackie X is second. John Nicholson is third. Helmut Koenig is fourth. And Carlos Pace rounding off the top 5 for Brazil as Roy Pearson finishes the race in 8th. And the winner of Group C, it is Ronnie Pearson with 234 points. John Nicholson is second with 208 points. Bernard Genevieve is third with 182 points. Fourth is Carlos Pace with 133 points. Fifth, Eddie Kaizen with 164 points. Harry Pascal is sixth with 161 points. Seventh is Joey Rufford with 156 points. Eighth, Joe Kimas with 148 points. Ninth, Helmut Koenig with 144 points. Round the top 10 is Vittorio Barbella of Italy with 143 points. John Watson is 11th with 141 points. Jose Marie Fernandez is 12th with 131 points. Masami Kuwashima is 13th with 123 points. At the bottom of the board is Jackie X of Belgium with 116 points. So we've got one group left to go. But before we head over there, let's take a look inside and see where everything stacks up. And after Group C, Claire Gazzoni still leads the way with 299 points, but Ronnie Pearson is now in second for Sweden with 234 points. John Nicholson is third for New Zealand with 208 points, pushing Dieter Kester and Hans Jochen Stark into joint fourth, while Alonso and Christy Becker is down to joint sixth. In the nations competition, Switzerland do lead the way with 633 points, but the gap has slowly closed in thanks to Roy Pearson. Sweden go into second with 559 points. New Zealand are in third with 522 points, and a 1 point gap between the United States and Brazil in fourth and fifth position. With one group left to go, how will things change up before we head over to our 1974 World Cup final? Without further ado, let's move over to Group D. And here we go, Group D, the fourth and final group of the season before the final. Without further ado, let's get to the first race at Argentina, see how things will kick off. So going to Argentina, the win going to Joey Scheckter of South Africa with Jose Uret in second, Rolf Stonen is third, Herbert Miller takes fourth, and Teodoro Zaccoli rounding off your top 5. Going to race number 2, we head to Brazil. Herbert Miller takes the win for Switzerland. Joey Scheckter is safe for South Africa, Jose Uret is third, Mike Hailwood is fourth, Teodoro Zaccoli rounding off your top 5. Race number 3, we go to South Africa. Gordon Johncock wins for the United States with Joey Scheckter in second, Harukuni Takahashi is third for Japan, Howden Ganley is fourth, and Niki Lauda rounding off your top 5. And to complete the first quarter of Group D, we go to the 1,000 kilometers of Monza. It's another victory for Joey Scheckter with Haruki Takahashi second for Japan, Jean-Pierre Beltois is third, Jose Schetterbrand is fourth, Yves Fontaine rounding off your top 5 for Belgium. So after 4 races leading the way, it is Joey Scheckter with 90 points, Jose Urett is second with 53 points, third is Haruki Takahashi with 51 points, fourth Herbert Muller with 49 points, round the top 5 is Goran Johncock with 40 points. At the bottom of the board is Vinny Weissel of Sweden with 12 points. Going to race number 5, we go to Spain at Diorama. Howden Ganley takes the win for New Zealand with Goran Johncock second for the United States, Herbert Muller is third, Haruki Takahashi is fourth, Theodorus Sakoli rounding off your top 5, as we have got Joey Scheckter finishing the race in 6. Race number 6, we head to the 1,000 kilometers Spa. Joey Scheckter takes the win for South Africa, Jean-Pierre Beltois is second, Goran Johncock is third, Jose Schetterbrand is fourth, Ross Stolen rounding off your top 5. Race number 7, we go to Belgium. Joey Scheckter takes another win for South Africa, Theodorus Sakoli is second, Jean-Pierre Beltois is third, Howden Ganley takes fourth, Herbert Muller rounding off your top 5. And to play the first half of Group D, we go to the 1,000 kilometers of the Nürburgring. And once again, Joey Scheckter takes the win for South Africa, Jean-Pierre Beltois is second, Haruki Takahashi is third for Japan, Howden Ganley fourth, Yves Fontaine rounds off your top 5. And after 8 races leading the way, it is Joey Scheckter with 175 points, Goran Johncock is second with 94 points, third is Jean-Pierre Beltois with 93 points, fourth Haruki Takahashi with 92 points, and Howden Ganley rounds off the top 5 with 90 points. Vinny Weissel is bottom of the board currently for Sweden with 30 points. Going to race number 9, we go to Monaco. Joey Scheckter takes the win for South Africa, Jose Schetterbrand is second, Herbert Muller is third, Haruki Takahashi is fourth, Jean-Pierre Beltois rounds off your top 5. Going to race number 10, we go to the Indy 500. Mike Hailwood takes the win for the United Kingdom, Jose Urett is second for Spain, Joey Scheckter is third, Herbert Muller is fourth, Rolf Stoneman rounding off your top 5. Going to race number 11, we go to the 1,000 kilometers of Imola. Howden Ganley takes the win for New Zealand, Yves Fontaine is second, Vinny Weissel is third, Jose Schetterbrand is fourth, Haruki Takahashi rounds off the top 5 for Japan. And Joey Scheckter finishes the race in 14th. And to play the third quarter of Group D, we go to Sweden. Joey Scheckter bounces back with a win, Jean-Pierre Beltois is second, Vinny Weissel is third, Mike Hailwood is fourth, and Niki Lauda rounding off your top 5. So with 4 races left to go, leading the way it is Joey Scheckter with 243 points, Howden Ganley is second with 141 points, Jean-Pierre Beltois is third with 140 points, fourth is Herbert Muller with 130 points, Haruki Takahashi rounds off the top 5 with 123 points. At the bottom of the board is Vinny Weissel of Sweden with 75 points. Race number 13, we go to 24 Hours of Le Mans. Joey Scheckter wins yet again. Mike Hale is 69 Kingdom. Vinny Weissel is third. Howden Ganley is fourth. And Herbert Muller rounding off the top 5. Race number 14, we go to the Netherlands. Once again, Joey Scheckter takes the win. Mike Hale is second. Jose Schetterbrand is third. Howden Ganley fourth. Jean-Pierre Beltois rounds off the top 5. And going to the penultimate race, we go to the 1,000 kilometers of Zeltweg. Joey Scheckter, for the 10th time in this group, takes the win. Yves Fontaine second for Belgium. Jose Schetterbrand is third for Brazil. Vinny Weissel is fourth. And Jose Urett rounding off the top 5 for Spain. And going to the 16th and final race in France, Jose Urett wins for Spain. Herbert Muller takes third for Switzerland. Goran Johncock is third for the United States. Fourth, Rolf Stoneman. And Howden Ganley rounds off the top 5 for New Zealand, as Joey Scheckter finishes the race in 9th. And the winner of Group D, it is Joey Scheckter with 325 points. Howden Ganley second with 186 points. Third, Herbert Muller with 173 points. Fourth is Jean-Pierre Beltois with 170 points. Jose Urett rounds off the top 5 with 160 points. Sixth is Jose Schetterbrand with 157 points. Goran Johncock takes 7th with 156 points. 8th, Haruki Takahashi with 146 points. Mike Haywood is 9th with 142 points. Eva Fontaine runs to the top 10 with 135 points. A three-way tie for 11th between Theodore Nicola, Ross Dillon and Ray Weissel of Italy, West Germany and Sweden respectively with 124 points each. At the bottom of the board is Niki Lauda of Austria with 102 points. So that is the fourth and final group completed. Let's take a look and see who has made it to the final. And here's the standings after all four groups are completed, and Joey Scheckter will be going into the final as the number 1 driver with 325 points with South Africa. Claire Riccitelli will be the number 2 driver with 299 points, and the number 3 driver will be Ronnie Pearson of Sweden. In the nations competition, Switzerland may hold on to the lead for now with 806 points, but thanks to Joey Scheckter, South Africa have launched themselves into second position with 773 points, with New Zealand in third, fourth is Sweden, with the tying for fifth is the United States and Brazil. So there are the top 24 drivers that have made the final. Let's take a look at the drivers that have made to the final that are outside the top 24. And here are the drivers outside the top 24 that have made to the final, and I'm surprised to see Bobby Unser is down there joining 25th with Jose Chalabrand of Brazil with 157 points each. Joy Rutherford tying with his teammate Gordon Johncock 28th with 156 points. Torsten Pam having a really bad run in 30th for Sweden with 155 points. Another person I'm surprised to see down there is Jean-Pierre Charrier with only 150 points. And here are the list of drivers that have built to the final, and there are a lot of proper shockers. Probably one of the biggest ones to stand out is the United Kingdom have won the nations competition 13 times, yet they will be the first country ever where all 4 of their drivers have failed to qualify for the final. Mike Haywood 39th, John Watson in 40th, Graham Hill 45th, and James Hunt in 50th. They are all out, which means the United Kingdom will go to the final with nobody. Vittorio Barbella, another shocker to see go out in 38th. Denny Hulme, the 2-time champion, 41st. He is not making to the final. What other shockers have we got down here? We've got Ray Weissel in joined 46th for Sweden. We've also got Jürgen Barth down 52nd, and probably one of the biggest shockers is Jackie X and Niki Lauda, 53rd and 56th in the standings. So, with that out of the way, let's now move over to the final to see who will be the drivers and nations champions. And here we go, the 1974 Formula World Cup final. So it's finally here, and before we get started, let's take a look at the drivers that have made it through. Now, for the first time ever, the United Kingdom have had all 4 drivers not qualify for the finals, so the United Kingdom will not be taking part, so it'll just be 13 of the 14 countries. Starting with Austria. They got 2 drivers made through, Dieter Kessler and Harold Ertel. They are 5th and 31st going into this final. Then we've got Belgium. They've only got 1 driver made through, and that's Christine Beckers representing Belgium, who's going into this final in 9th place. Brazil are next. They have got all 4 drivers that made through. They are 14th, 21st, 23rd and 26th respectively. And then we've got France. They have got all 4 drivers made through. They are 17th, 18th, 22nd and 34th going into this final. And then we've got Italy. They've only got one driver made through. That's Arturo Mazzario, who is going into this final in 33rd position. Next up is Japan. They got 3 drivers made through. They are 19th, 27th and 36th respectively. And then we got New Zealand. They've got 3 drivers made through. They are 4th, 7th and 11th going into this final. And then we've got South Africa. They got 3 drivers made through. They are 1st, 13th and 20th going into this final. Spain is next with 2 drivers made through. They are 12th and 24th going into this final. And then we've got Sweden next. They've got 3 drivers made through. 3rd, 16th and 30th is where they stand. Then we've got Switzerland with all 4 drivers made through. They are 2nd, 10th, 15th and 32nd going into this final. Then we've got the United States with all 4 drivers. They're 8th, 25th, 28th and 29th respectively. And finally, West Germany, we've got 2 drivers made through with Hans Jochen Stuck and Jochen Mass. They are 6th and 35th going into this final. So that's all the drivers. Without further ado, let's go to Argentina for race 1. And it's going to be won by Dieter Kessler of Austria, Bobby Unser is 2nd, Joey Scheckter is 3rd, Ronnie Pearson 4th, Emerson Fittipaldi 5th, Claire Riccitelli 6th, Johnny Rutherford is 7th, 8th is Pierre Binden, Carlos Pace 9th, and Christine Becker is running off your top 10. Al Unser is 34th. Bernard Schrever is 27th, Howden Galley 25th, Hans Jokenstuck 30th, and John Nicholson 11th. Race number 2, we go to Brazil. Herbert Miller wins for Switzerland. Johnny Rutherford is 2nd, Joey Scheckter is 3rd, Claire Guzoni 4th, Joachim Mass is 5th, Al Unser is 6th, Ian Scheckter is 7th, Bobby Unser 8th, Dieter Kessler 9th, Eugene Tereda running off your top 10. Brian Chevy is 32nd, Christian Becker is 22nd, Hans Jokenstuck 21st, John Nixon 20th, Roy Pearson 15th, and Howden Ganley in 11th. Race number 3, we go to South Africa. Pierre Binden wins for Switzerland with Joey Scheckter in 2nd, Jose Uret is 3rd for Spain, 4th is Harakuni Takahashi, Joachim Mass is 5th, Howden Ganley 6th, Yasuhiro Okamoto is 7th, Herbert Miller 8th, Eddie Kaiser 9th, and Christine Beckers rounds off your top 10. John Nicholson is 32nd, Hans Jokenstuck 28th, Claire Gazzoli 22nd, Alan 20th, Brian Genevieve is 15th, Dieter Kessler 12th, and Roy Pearson is 11th. And to play the first quarter of the final, we go to the 1,000 clause of Monza. Jean-Pierre Beltois wins for France, with Roy Pearson 2nd, Joey Scheckter is 3rd, Joey Rutherford is 4th, Eugene Terray 5th, Jean-Pierre Jarrier is 6th, Barry Genevieve is 7th, Jose Uret is 8th, Jose Cheverand is 9th, and Hans Jokenstuck rounding off your top 10. Claire Gazzoni is 36th, Alan is 32nd, Helen Ganley 29th, John Nixon 24th, Christy Beckers 23rd, Dieter Kessler 14th. So the first quarter of the final is done. Who's leading the way so far? It is Joey Scheckter with 68 points. Joey Rutherford is 2nd with 40 points. Roy Pearson is 3rd with 39 points. 4th is Dieter Kessler with 38 points. Wrapped the top 5 is Herbert Muller with 32 points. At the bottom, we have got Chris 8, we've got Berto Ruth with -4, Francesco Turma with -3, Ari Pescado and Chris Ewan have -1 points each. Arturo Mazzario, Harold Ertel, and Gordon Johncock all have 0 points so far. Going to race number 5, we go to Spain. Harold Ertel wins for Austria, Claire Gazzoni is 2nd, John Nicholson is 3rd, Roy Pearson 4th, Yasuhiro Okamoto is 5th, Alex Diaz Ribeiro is 6th, Joey Scheckter 7th, Jean-Pierre Jarry 8th, Bobby Unser 9th, and Eddie Kaiser running off your top 10. Hans Jokenstuck 34th, Helen Gary 32nd, Dieter Kessler 27th, Christian Beckers 23rd, Al Unser is 13th. Oh, Barry Genevieve is 26th, sorry. Going to race number 6, we go to the 1,000 clause of Spa. Joey Scheckter takes the win for South Africa, Christine Beckers is 2nd, Jose Schillebrand is 3rd, Dieter Kessler 4th, Patrick DePalia is 5th, Eddie Kaiser 6th, Harakuni Takashi 7th, Herbert 8th, Arturo Mazzario 9th, and Torsten Palm running off your top 10. Hans Jokenstuck is 34th, Alan is 31st, Howden Gary 25th, Brian Genevieve 22nd, Roy Pearson 21st, Claire Gazzoni is 19th, and John Nicholson is 12th. Going to race number 7, we go to Belgium. Roy Pearson wins for Sweden, Torsten Palm 2nd for Sweden, make it 1-2. Harakuni Takahashi is 3rd, Claire Gazzoni is 4th, Patrick DePalia is 5th, Barry Genevieve is 6th, Gordon Johncock is 7th, Helen Ganley 8th, Jean-Pierre Jarry is 9th, and Joey Scheckter running off your top 10. Dieter Kessler is 36th, John Nixon 28th, Hans Jokenstuck 21st, Alan 18th, and Christine Beckers is 11th. And to complete the halfway point of the final, we go to the 1,000 clause of the Nürburgring. Berto Roos wins for Sweden, Joey Scheckter is 7th for South Africa, Jean-Pierre Jarry is 3rd, Claire Gazzoni is 4th, Jean-Pierre Beltois is 5th, Ari Pascal is 6th, Pierre Binden is 7th, Harakuni Takahashi is 8th, Joachim Mass 9th, and Chris Abel running off your top 10. John Nicholson 35th, Roy Pearson 34th, Hans Jokenstuck 30th, Alan's at 25th, Helen Gary 22nd, Brian Genevieve is 21st, Christy Beckers is 16th, and Dieter Kessler is in 12th place. So 8 races down, 8 to go. Leading the way in the standings is Joey Scheckter with 128 points, Roy Pearson is 2nd with 35 points, Claire Gazzoni is 3rd with 65 points, 4th is Dieter Kessler with 51 points, round the top 5 is Harakuni Takahashi with 49 points. At the bottom of the board, we've got Francesco Turmer with -3 points. Going to race number 9. We go to Monaco. Clara Gazzoli takes the win for Switzerland. Hans-Jochen Stuck takes second. Ersa Fittipaldi is third for Brazil. Joey Scheckter is fourth. Arturo Mazzari for Italy is fifth. Alonso is sixth. Alex Diaz Ribeiro is seventh. Carlos Pace is eighth. Jose Schillebrand is ninth. And Eddie Kaizen running off your top 10. Second is Ronnie Pearson. First is Harry Ganley. DK is 29th. Bernard Genevieve is 28th. Christine Becker is 24th. John Nicholson is in 12th. Race number 10. We go to the Indy 500. Another victory for Clara Gazzoni for Switzerland. Eddie Kaiser is second for South Africa. Roy Pearson is third. Hans-Jochen Stuck is fourth. Bobby Unser is fifth. Herb Muller is sixth. John Nicholson is seventh. Yasuhiro Komato is eighth. Ninth is Joey Scheckter. Francesco Turmer running off your top 10. Al Unser is 28th. Christine Becker is 23rd. Hannah Gannon 18th, Dia Kessler 16th, Bersheva is 15th. And going to race number 11, we go to the One Santa Claus of Imola. Carlos Pace wins for Brazil, Hannah Ganley sent for New Zealand, Ian Scheckter third for South Africa, Roy Pearson is fourth, Harry Pascal is fifth, Jean-Pierre Beltois is sixth, Arturo Mazzari is seventh, Claire Xoni is eighth, Ersa Fittipaldi ninth, Jean-Pierre Jarry is running off your top 10. Hans-Jochen Stuck 27th. Christine Beckers is 22nd, Bernard Genevieve is 18th, Dia Kessler is 16th, Joey Scheckter 15th, Alonso 14th, and John Nicholson is in 13th. And to play the third quarter of the final, we go to Sweden. Gordon Johncock wins for the United States. Eugene Tereda second for Japan. Carlos Pace is third. Jean-Pierre Beltois is fourth. Patrick DePalia is fifth. Ersa Fittipaldi 6th, Berto Roos is 7th, 8th is Harry Ganley, John Nicholson 9th, Yasuhiro Komato running off your top 10. Joey Scheckter is 34th, Dia Kessler is 31st, Alonso 29th, Christy Becker is 27th, Hans-Jochen Stuck 26th, Bernard Genevieve is 13th, Claire Xoni 12th, and Roy Pearson is in 11th, So with 4 races left to go, who's leading the way in the standings? It is Joey Scheckter with 147 points, Claire Xoni is second with 127 points, third is Roy Pearson with 109 points, fourth is Jean-Pierre Beltois with 62 points, right at the top 5 is Harukuno Takahashi with 57 points. At the bottom of the board, we've got Chris Amon and Francesco Turmer of Spain and New Zealand respectively with 3 points each. Going to race number 13. We go to the 12th race of Le Mans. It's a win for Joey Scheckter of South Africa with Claire Xoni second. Chris Amon is third. Francesco Turmer is fourth. Hans-Jochen Stuck is fifth. Bernard Genevieve is sixth. Ian Scheckter is seventh. Eighth is Jean-Pierre Beltois. Christy Becker is ninth. And Al Unser rounding off your top 10. Roy Pearson is 29th. Dia Kessler 23rd. Johnson 20th. Harry Ganley is in 15th place. Going to race number 14. We go to the Netherlands. Another victory for Joey Scheckter. Claire Xoni is second. Roy Pearson third. Ersa Fittipaldi is fourth. Harry Ganley fifth. Yasuhiro Komato is sixth. Seventh is Christine Beckers of Belgium. Francesco Turmer is eighth. Ian Scheckter ninth. And Harald Ertel for Austria running off your top 10. Dieter Kessler is 36th. Alonso 34th. Bernard Genevieve is 25th. Jonathan 19th. Hans-Jochen Stuck is 12th. Going to the penultimate race. We go to the 1000 kilometers of Zeltweg. It's a win for Dieter Kessler with Herbert Muller in second. Torsten Palmer is third. Arturo Mazzari is fourth. Ersa Fittipaldi fifth. Sixth is Roy Pearson. Pierre Bender is seventh. Eighth is Eddie Kaizen. Bernard Genevieve is ninth. And right after the top 10 is Joey Scheckter. John Nicholson is 36th. Alonso 32nd. Claire Xoni 23rd. Christian Becker is 24th. Hans-Jochen Stuck 20th. Harry Ganley 17th. And that is it. And going to the 16th and final race of the final, we go to France at Dijon. Claire Gazzoli takes the win for Switzerland. Hannah Ganley is second. Christine Beckers is third. Yasuhiro Komato is fourth. Ian Scheckter is fifth. Alonso is sixth. Chris Amon 7th. 8th is Bobby Unser. Jean-Pierre Jarry 9th. Francesco Turmer running off your top 10. We have got Roy Pearson 28th. Joey Scheckter 27th. Hans-Jochen Stuck 20th. Bernard Genevieve is 15th, John Nicholson 14th, and Dieter Kessler is in 13th. And the driver with the most amount of points from this final, it is Joey Scheckter with 203 points. Clay Regazzoni is second with 192 points. Roy Pearson takes third with 135 points. Hannah Ganley is fourth with 83 points. Fifth, Dia Kessler with 75 points. Esther Filippelli is sixth with 74 points. A tie for seventh between Herbert Muller and Christine Beckers of Austria and Belgium respectively with 69 points. Ninth is Bobby Unser with 64 points. Time for 10th is Yasuhiro Okamoto and Jean-Pierre Charrier of Japan and France respectively with 62 points apiece. 12th, Jean-Pierre Beltois with 61 points. 13th, A. Kaiser with 60 points. 14th, Harakunu Takahashi of Japan with 58 points. 15th, Ian Scheckter with 57 points. Time for 16th is Hans Jukenstug and Thorsten Palm of West Germany and Sweden respectively with 53 points apiece. 18th, Carlos Pace with 51 points. 19th, Patrick Depailler with 48 points. Round the top 20 is Pierre Binden of Switzerland with 45 points. Time for 21st, Yujiro Tereda and John Nicholson of Japan and New Zealand respectively with 43 points apiece. A three-way tie for 23rd, Johnny Rutherford, Bernard Genevieve and Arturo Masario of the United States, Switzerland and Italy with 42 points each. 26th is Alonso with 33 points. 27th is Jose Shellebrandt with 31 points. 28th, Francesco Tullamar with 30 points. Joachim Mass takes 29th with 29 points. Time for 30th is Harold Ertel and Chris Amon of Austria and New Zealand with 28 points each. Time for 32nd, Jose Urat and Gordon Johncock of Spain and the United States with 26 points each. 34th is Alex Diaz Ribeiro of Brazil with 22 points. Burrow Ruth is 35th with 20 points. At the bottom of the board is Henri Pascalo of France with 17 points. So with that result out of the way, it's time to head over to the side and see who is the Drivers and Nations Champions. And here is the final result after an amazing final of the 1974 World Cup. And for the first time in Formula 1 Cup history, South Africa take home the Drivers' Championship title thanks to Joey Scheckter scoring 528 points. Clay Regazzoni, despite his best efforts, takes second for Switzerland with 491 points. Roy Pearson is third with 369 points for Sweden. Fourth is Hannah Ganley of New Zealand. And round the top 5 is Dieter Kessler of Austria. And for the first time since their shock 1968 World Cup win, Switzerland take the Nations Championship title home with South Africa finishing second. Third is Sweden. Fourth is New Zealand. And the defending champions of France taking home 5th position. So there's the result of the top 24 drivers. Let's take a look at the results of the drivers who made it to the final outside the top 24. And here are the list of drivers outside the top 24 that did make it to the final. Chris Amon had a pretty poor final, giving him only 203 points in total, putting him in 25th position. Joey Rutherford didn't do much better, only scored 156 points in the group stages, and in the final only got 42 points, getting a total of 198 points, put him 26. Arturo Masario has struggled this season as well. Gordon Johncock also had really struggled this season, putting him in joint 32nd with Alex Diaz Ribeiro of Brazil. So I hope you enjoyed this 1974 World Cup. What will 1975 bring? Can Joey Scheckter defend his title? Can Switzerland make it a third nation's title for him to take away? I'll see you over for the 1975 season to find out.